everyone, this is Ian once again. Thank you very much for checking out my channel, Getting Random with E. For this vlog, I want to share with you the 7 things I learned in life in the 35 years that I've existed. So these are the things I am trying to um, I'm trying to use, in my day-to-day living, and I felt that these things actually made me a lot more happier as a person and a lot more um, at peace. So yeah, so I'll be sharing you the 7 things that I learned, and my number 7. I went right away, no. So I just want to make this vlog very short. So at number 7, I have here happiness is a choice. Um, well, you actually choose, if you want to be happy. See, for example, when you wake up, you can either think of the things you don't have or focus more on the things you does have, just like family, just like job, just like friends. So definitely happiness is a choice. It's really where do you want to put your mind, at that point in time. So if you would like to appreciate more, then you'll be a lot more happy. If you want to ask for things you don't have, then it's going to be a rough day ahead. Then it's going to be a rough week, a rough year, and years to come. So happiness is a choice, and you always need to choose to be happy. So that's my number 7. My number 6 would be words can hurt. So you need to be very careful with what you say and always find a way to say things a lot better to people. Because for us, maybe it's just words, but for the people we are talking to, that might be something that will make them stop dreaming. That might be something that can ruin their whole day, and that might be something they can bring to their family and affect their family as well. So when I say be careful with what you say, and you need to find a way of saying things right. Say for example, somebody come up to you and say, "Do I look good in this dress?" And you don't find them good in what they are wearing. You don't just say that's too ugly, or you look ugly on it. You can probably try to say, I think that's a good dress, but what are the other things you have? Just to let that person know that there's nothing wrong with their choice, but there is a better but there can be better options. So that would be my number 6. Words can hurt, so be careful. The number 5 on my list would be, if it costing you your peace of mind, that is too expensive. Yes, so we are all living in this world, and we just want to have peace of mind to carefully breeze through life, because life is challenging in itself. So if there's something that's bothering you and you don't have a control over it, let go. Don't think of it too much, because you can count all the people in the world, and you have when you count all the people in the world, you already counted all the different opinions that exist. So hold up, just do what you need to do. Focus on the things you're in control with, your attitude, your reaction to things, and don't mind other people. Ayan. So that's my 5th. My 4th, I'm really, I'm really being very quick. So my number 4 will be, life is only of 2 things, the right and the wrong, or the yes and the no. When you are trying to make a decision, do not make an easy decision and not consider if it's right or wrong, because eventually, through time, what is right will always prevail, and when you choose the wrong, it might be a lot more difficult situation to handle come time. So when you try to do things, make sure that you have your best judgment and you're choosing the right thing to do. So there, life is already complicated. So let's try to look at it, the most basic way. Is this the right thing to do? Am I doing something wrong? So those are the only things we need to be considering. So my number three will be your love life status is not your life status. Never should you ever think that you are doing your life wrong just because you are single. Never should you ever relate um, your worth as a person to not having a romantic relationship, because life is more than that. So if you are single, just know that maybe, God is preparing the best person to be with you. And again, go back to being grateful. You have family, you have friends. So for the meantime, that's the best thing you have. So focus on it. If somebody will come along the way, then, be the greatest partner, be the greatest lover that you are. Okay, so that is my number three. My number two will be family is forever, because you can have friends, you can have boyfriends, you can have girlfriends, but um, they will come and go. But family is there for you for as long as you live. Blood is always thicker than water. There's a reason why there's a saying like that. You can be sick. You can be sick. You can be in danger, and family will always be there for you. Wait. Okay, so finally, my number one. My number one would be love yourself. So you can only give something that you're able to give to yourself. Whitney Houston was not joking when she said, learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all, because it is. Most of the time, we are too concerned about what other people needs, that we are neglecting ourselves. But we need to really focus on ourselves so that we can have something to give to people. We have something to give to our family, to our friends, in our jobs. So really, we need to love yourself. We need to spend time to ourselves. We need to talk to ourselves more often. Normally, if I have a problem, I would always talk to myself. I would go somewhere else quiet and I would tell myself, hey, this is our problem. What are the things we need to do to have it resolved. So most of the time it works for me that way, and I encourage people to really have that intrapersonal relationship. Talk to yourself, spend time more to yourself, watch movies alone, eat by yourselves and tell yourself, oh, I'm doing my life well, things like that. Also, be healthy, take care of yourself, because as I've mentioned, you can only give something that you are able to give to yourself. So that would be it. That would be the 7 things in life that I learned being 35, and I do hope you get something from it. I do hope you can consider applying it to your lives as well. I am not saying that I have a perfect life. I don't think anyone has, but we can make changes, improvements that would help us come close to that perfect life that we are all striving for. So that will be my vlog for the day. Thank you very much for watching. Again, if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe. And I have very little subscribers, so if you want to share this to your friends who probably might be needing to hear the things I've said, please do so. Again, thank you very much, and you have a good one, everyone. Thank you.